Hey guys, we're back with another AAP video. In this video, we're going to do a little bit of modification in the top end. We've got a new booking to go in, we've got a new TDC plate, H-plate thing, and we've got a new barrel to go in. So let's get cracking. We're not going to make this a long one, hopefully. So we're going to split it down first of all. We do also have another job to do whilst we're in here. Come on. That's not a good start, is it, when we can't split the pistol in two? There we go. I was being clearly stupid. So one of the other jobs we've got to do as well is we've got to take some of these short strokes out. So I'm going to pop this to one side. You can see in there I've still got this stock hammer. So we've had about 15 BBs through it now, and the stock hammer is still in one piece. I'm probably expecting to get maybe another 5 before we need to start swapping out the hammer. For the eagle-eyed of you on the video, you will notice that there's a hammer just here. Look, stainless steel hammer, stainless steel fire pin lock. Now, they are not going in yet, and they won't be going in on camera either. And the reason for that is I've got no idea how to do it. So it's going to be a little bit of a learning curve on those. I'm probably going to watch a fair bit of YHack's videos. Shout out to YHack. Dude, you're awesome. Your videos on the AAPs. So I'll probably teach myself how to swap out those parts, do them off camera, and then tell you how awesome the parts are once it's done. So what we're going to do is just going to crack that off there. A little bit of resistance as I took that out there, which I wasn't expecting. Tink. So we can see on there I've got quite a thick short stroke in. That just needs coming out, I'm afraid. It's what it's also doing as well, because we've got this 200% spring, is it's just providing so much tension on that spring. It's just not nice. So what we'll do is we'll take that out. I thought I'd got 2 on there, actually. Clearly not. Maybe I put one thick one. So really, the lesson there is I should probably watch my own videos a bit more. I could have done that for a bit of reference. So that's probably about nice. Is that about half of that? Yeah, that's about half of what it is. So really, all I'm doing here, the lightweight BBU is just meaning that it's just cycling so fast that it's struggling to pick BBs up. That could be that I've not got enough pressure forcing the whole BBU unit back, which is understandable. I was testing it on a green gas mag, but either way, it doesn't need that much of a short stroke because of how lightweight it is. So we'll rebuild that back together now. I can never remember how these things actually go in together. It's quite stunning, really, how stupid I am. That's it. It goes that way up, doesn't it? There we go. We will just maneuver it in. There we go. Inch. Cool. Right. That's done. So let's rebuild that. Let's drop that back into there. Right way up. Is that right? Yes, it is. I do know it's the right way up because the fire selector pointed in the right direction. We're starting to learn about it. The whole AAP thing is such a new journey. I mean, it's a weird one. I've kind of got no interest in learning about the AAP intimately like the high capper. Well, with the high capper, originally, I wasn't really bothered about the lower halves, and then out of necessity and swapping sears and that kind of thing, I've learned. I love the high capper system, love how it comes apart, love how it goes together. I've just got no interest at all in the AAP and the entire Glock ecosystem. It just seems overly fiddly for no reason at all. This is just a side project, just to chuck some cheapish parts together. I tried the 5KU thing. Okay, so that's still sprung, but not as much. So fast and so light. Right. Should we crack on? Yeah? Let's crack on. Right, so this is totally from memory as well, this one, so I'm going to do it wrong at some point, so please don't laugh at me when I break something. So we'll take that screw out from there, and we're going to take that screw out from there. So why am I upgrading this pistol? Well, the upgrades are lying about. I had the barrel left over from one of the high cappers anyway. I went a little bit too tight with the barrel initially. So I went a touch tight with the barrel. That's 601. And it's 129mm, so it made the high capper run just a touch warm, or just a touch too close to being too warm for my liking. The sights were okay with it, but I wasn't as a person, so I'm cool with that. It's I don't want to be right on the limit all the time. I'd rather be backed off by, you know, at least 5 FPS, just because it gives you that wiggle room in case someone's chrono is a little bit touchy or something. So, yeah, that's kind of the thinking why I took that out. But then I had that knocking about, and ultimately it made me buy the AAP. And then I got the Hadron, H plate kicking about anyway because I quite like that as a combo in a high capper. That under the stock arm with a maple leaf, one of the new kind of booking things. One of the, I can't think of the word, silicon rubber. Quite nice. Got quite a nice little combo on the speedy build with that. So that was kind of where that thinking came from. But then I thought, well, do you know what? Chuck a few cheap parts in together on this, and we might actually be able to build it up to be pretty decent. So we're going to go for that barrel with the booking which I had left over from the MK23 build, and then we'll use that H plate as well. So that's your hop unit in itself. I'm not going to profess to know a lot about these because I absolutely don't. I can just about probably get away with pulling it apart. So what we've done there, we've just kind of unbolted it. What I love about these AAPs is this fixed hop system, is the fact that it's 4 screws holding it together in a nice, you know, clamp down fashion. And the hop unit is bolted to the barrel, which is bolted to kind of the main chassis of the gun. It ain't going nowhere. And then you've got this O-ring on the end of the barrel as well. It ain't going anywhere. And I love that. I really do enjoy that as a system. It's you know, it's well thought. It's pretty well thought out. I like it. And my screwdriver doesn't quite fit. So the fact that we can, you know, we've got a gun that does that, I can really get along with that and really get behind that. And then I know for this you've got to, that's one way, that's the other way. You just got to line it up so that your screwdriver just gets down that gap there. Camera is slightly further away than normal as well today. Just thought I'd try and mix things up a little bit for you, give it a little bit more workspace. Also means I have to keep checking on it less. Right. So that's out. So that's the one half of the clamshell. Other half of the clamshell. What I'm going to do is just gently work that out. So for me now, that can kind of stay where it is. Lots of oil there. So oil's not great in this area. Might be oil. Might just be leftover green actually from when I was, well, red. No, definitely oil. See, that is why I shouldn't be let loose with these things, because I wasn't aware that there's nuts and bolts and stuff. So there's the old combo. That's the stock stuff. So the stock stuff is actually pretty decent. I don't know how well you can see through that. Can you see that? Hold it there like that. It's not a terrible nub. They're supposed to have a bit of a flat hopper standard, but I can confirm that is a fairly standard nub. That also came off quite easily, so that's going to be a little bit leaky. So we're going to swap that in now. For the PDI. That is a PDI rubber as well, PDI band around the end of it. I always clean the barrels before I put them away, so that's why I'm not cleaning it before putting it in. Please don't bark at me for not cleaning it. And I'm going to just tip this out. So this Hadron H plate, the CNC version, so a little bit more backbone than the plastic one, and this is a brand new Autobot in there as well. You can see it never actually got much use shooting. I think it got installed, looked at, and then pulled back out because I decided to go with a 50. Such is the way that I operate sometimes. So that's absolutely fine. I love the profile that gives. And then we're going to drop that back, without knocking these nuts out. I have had an off-camera instance where I've lost a part of a pistol. That wasn't the cleverest thing I've ever done. There we go. That's just kind of hooked its way back in. Knocked everything else out in the process. These maple rubbers just don't like fitting into some things. What I might be better doing is building it onto this side, then clamping it down with its other. So we're going to get this H plate. So you've got the kind of a concave side of it here and the flat side of it. And some people ask which side you put in. Well, you want the concave bit against your booking so it can press down and give it that nice flat profile. And it literally sits just on the inside of it. So I don't know how you can see that. What I'm going to do is just going to offer it up. This is where it doesn't fit and it really pisses me off. There we go. So that's in. It's just not quite sitting in, which is slightly aggravating. It's in. It's nearly in. It will be in shortly. Just needs a little bit of a shove, I think. There we go. So that's the actual arm itself out. Just needs a bit of love. There we go. We're in. We're in. There we go. When I say a bit of love, I mean I've just like really forced the bastard thing in. And then now, nuts are going everywhere. So then now we've got to re-figure out how that's going to go in there. I think it's kind of like that. Okay, so that's actually significantly easier than I thought it was going to be. You in there. You in there. Dink, dink. Sit you on there. Right, that's it, yeah. So work on it on this side. 1, 2. Probably making this look horrifically difficult. If you don't already have an AAP, it's not horrifically difficult. I'm just making it look really difficult. Because it's been so long since I took one of these apart. There we go. Kind of in. Yeah, that's in. Quick, screw it up tight. And it'll be fine. The screws will just hold it square. I don't genuinely believe that. I know it needs to be done properly. Because people will moan. We'll get those in there. Get another one in there. Dink, 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 dink. So what we'll do then, as well, as we're tightening this up, we can just see, yeah, there's not a lot of hop on that at the moment. So I will just make sure that the hop operation works before I put it back together, because I don't want to put it back together, go to test it, lose my rag at it, and it be because I'm an idiot. That's still lined up on there. Wow, don't know what it was that just flew over me, but that was big and fast. So, more hop this way. That's very stiff now. There's no hop applied, so let's... move it all the way the other way. Nope, still no hop applied. Okay, no hop applied at that. So I know that you do move these. That's buckling. Oh. Nope, that's completely wonky. Now it's off. There we go. We're actually moving now, but we are slightly wonky, so that's okay. So we can work with that. Sometimes it just needs a little bit of working in. Sometimes it is just that you fucked it as you put it in. And sometimes it's just that it's not quite sitting central. which is not looking awful. There we are, we are moving now. It's not sitting straight on there, so that'll be one to do off camera, just to straighten that up when I get half an hour. Might require a lot of manoeuvrement of the hop arm there, but in general, that's how we swap the arm. That's on there. Gonna drop that back through and in. That's in there, nice. Then we do these two side hex keys. Now, I appreciate you're probably screaming at me at the moment, going, "Oh, Steve, why are you rebuilding it if it's knackered?" Well, it's because I get a lot. I tend to get, you know, kind of 20 and 30-minute sessions in the evenings where the kids are quiet. So I'll go and pull, you know, a pistol out and strip it, grease it, put it back together, or, you know, little things like the hop needs aligning. I'll sort that kind of thing out at that point. What it also does is this gives me the ability to go, I wasn't going to buy the Hadron Loki, now I might buy the Hadron Loki, because, yeah, TDC always wins. So that could be a thing. Again, I'm not really sure. Might do, might not, depends where I go. I wanted this build to be a cheap build, but it's going to not be a cheap build if I end up putting Lokis together on it. So we will just wind half the hop onto that, I think. And we'll just sit it down that side. I mean, that's not awful. That might bed itself in actually a little bit. That's not terrible. I'm not as worried about that as probably what I was 4 minutes ago. So let's put it back together. Clunk, click. That's in. There we go. We are getting there. Because it's mostly a plastic receiver, we're not doing it crazy, mega tight. I like that. There you go. Another bit of a mishmash one, really. I don't have as much luck with this AAP as what I do the high cappers, clearly. However, if you've made it this far, please do hit that like button. Please do drop me a comment. Tell me what I've done wrong, other than the hop arm, other than the fact that I now need to go and buy a Loki. And as always, please do hit that sub button somewhere down here. It obviously helps. It adds people to my little YouTubing journey, and I absolutely love doing this kind of stuff and interacting with you guys all. Thank you very much, guys, and I will catch you in the next AAP video.